Europeans are increasingly consuming news, music and film content online, but a big problem here is the amount of illegal content available online. So the EU is considering copyright reform proposals to address this and other issues. MEPs debated them with civil society at a hearing here in the European Parliament. Copyright rules ensure that creators are protected against illegal use of their content. But there is a growing problem of content being put online without the permission of rights holders, such as press publishers. This is a major problem as the cultural and creative industries are estimated to employ over 7 million people, account for around 4.5% of the EU's annual GDP, and have high growth potential. So the EU has been looking at reforms to its copyright laws to ensure that the value of content is distributed fairly. The European Parliament hearing looked at various aspects of the copyright proposals, including publishers' rights. Tibor Navracsics, the EU's Commissioner for Education, Culture, Youth and Sport, addressed the hearing via video message.
The proposed directive on copyright addresses the role of online platforms. Europeans should continue to enjoy high-quality creative content, but those who engage and invest in creation must have a say in how that content is made available, and they must receive their fair share of the profits.
MEP Terez Komodini-Kakya is the EPP Group's spokesperson on copyright and the rapporteur for the European Parliament's Legal Committee on Copyright.
The EPP Group recognizes that digital technology nowadays provides different ways of accessing music, of accessing films, of accessing any creative content. This is also an opportunity of promoting and also an opportunity of different ways of distributing creative and cultural content. So we want to make sure that copyright works. We want to make sure that the value that is attributed to the person creating the work and to those participating in that creation actually reaches them.
She also spoke about the Commission's proposal for a new right for press publishers.
This will mean that press publishers will no longer depend on the rights of artists, on the rights of journalists that are passed on to them, which are derivative rights, but that the news publisher will himself have a right to enforce copyright on the publication.
Wout van Weyck, the Executive Director of News Media Europe, which represents European publishers, gave his view on the proposed new right.
Now, this is very important because it allows for a good negotiation position vis-à-vis the internet platforms who use the content of publishers online, and it allows them to negotiate fair remuneration, for instance, or fair use of what is their product.
Regan MacDonald, the Senior EU Policy Manager for the web browser Mozilla, appealed for a modern copyright framework that balances all the interests at stake. But she sounded a note of caution about some elements of the Commission's copyright proposals, such as the proposed new publisher's right.
Well, while we welcome that the Commission has taken the step to reform copyright, we regret that the proposal is dangerous in some aspects in that it would cause a lot of unintended consequences, such as creating a new form of copyright, a neighboring right for press publishers, which has already been a proven failure on all sides of the ecosystem, from users to access to information online to publishers themselves and to internet companies.
A European Parliament report on the EU's copyright proposals is due out in June 2017. Meantime, deliberations will continue on this key issue for the digital age. Find out more about the activities of the largest political force in the European Parliament by checking out eppgroup.eu. Thanks for watching and see you soon.